Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's get into it. I am Kenyatta the healer. I am Kenyatta the ArtKitech. On this channel, we destroy and build simultaneously, for there can be no resurrection without destruction. Once again, I am Kenyatta, but you will refer to me as Miss Kenyatta, Queen, Goddess, Empress, Ma'am, High Priestess, or whatever I tell you to refer to me as. I have no enemies. The enemies of God have been defeated, but if God is the creator of both the good and the evil, the light and the dark, God has no enemies. Ye are God's. As well, love and goodwill taken care of within eliminates that without. I will not tolerate anyone stalking me, harassing me, bullying me, or being common with me, or anyone who genuinely supports me on my platform. Affirmations and repeat. I am wonderful. I am marvelous. I am magnificent. I am splendid. I am perfect. I am wonderful. I am marvelous. I am magnificent. I am splendid. I am perfect. I am thankful. I am grateful. I am loved. I am loved. I am loving. I am lovable. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am wise. I am the master and creator of my own fate. I am the master and creator of my own destiny. I am my fate. I am my destiny. I am the all that is, all that ever was, and ever shall be. I love myself, Sagittarius. This will be a reading for you for April 2025, a general reading. Sagittarius, check out my community tab. I have it posted, but I'll post it again. To the link to my memberships, check out, hit the link, watch the video. Check out my the tiers for my membership as well. You will find the link to my oracle cards that I created on makeplayingcards.com. The Fitness Oracle Speaks, as well as the Financial Prosperity Oracle Speaks, Sagittarius. We will be doing a reading for you today from the Tarot Apocalypse. Sagittarius, let me get you some good shuffles in. Excuse me. Sagittarius, I certainly hope that you are enjoying this beautiful day. It is beautiful here in Cleveland, Ohio. Weather's nice. One shuffle, and I certainly hope that it's nice where you are, but even if it's not, I certainly hope that you are enjoying your day, Sagittarius. So let's get into it. Here we have the Six of Cups. In reverse, Sagittarius, Three of Pentacles. In reverse, Prince of Cups. In reverse, Sagittarius, the Devil. In reverse, Sagittarius. And here we have the Six of Wands. In reverse, Sagittarius, first thing I heard was like, don't worry about it. All right, but let's just see what this is all about, Sagittarius. Okay. I feel like maybe you've lost some family, some friends, or maybe you've walked away from some family and friends. Maybe they've walked away from you. But this is, as far as friends is concerned, family, these are people that you have known like all your life, I feel like you had a close bond with, a close connection with, okay? For some reason, they are no longer working with you, okay? Or you're no longer working with them. I heard they're no longer working with you, but you're not working together, okay? The love. Okay. You hate to say love is gone when it comes to family and people you've known all your life that you felt you bonded with and spent time with and all of that type of thing. Okay. But I'm feeling, Sagittarius, that's exactly what the case is. Okay. Like the love has waned. Okay. But it makes me wonder, was it really love in the first place? There was no love here, and I'm also hearing no love lost. There ain't no love lost if wasn't no love there in the first place. Never was. Maybe you thought there was, maybe you wanted there to be, okay, but it wasn't. I'm hearing like it was more like a joined at the hip, okay, whether you want it to be or not. And I feel, Sagittarius, that type of situation that you were put in probably since your childhood, you just, went along with it. Okay, they tell me this is my family, these are my friends, blah, blah, blah. And I got to stick with these people for, the rest of my life and say I love them, and maybe I don't, and maybe they're saying it to me as well, and they don't. Okay, we're acting like we're in love, with one another, but there's no love here. Okay, but Sagittarius, like I said, I heard don't worry about it. Okay, ain't that what I said? Don't worry about it. Okay, because again, no love lost. Okay, like it's isn't that earth, wind, and fire? You can't give what you never had. Okay. You can't lose what you never had. There was never any love here to begin with. But I am hearing a lot of loss. You lost a lot. Okay, there was a lot of loss in your life, okay, for being like joined at the hip, okay, to these people, to these energies. okay, who you didn't love. No way. Now, Sagittarius, when I say that, I'm not saying that you're a bad person and blah, 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 this, that, and other. You know, a lot of times we're forced into, you have to love these people because this is your family. You have to love these people because you grew up with them. They're your family. So that has to equate to love, okay, which is a lot, okay, from the pits. Okay. All right, let's moving on. You know, maybe you want to. It's just a nice thought, a nice idea that it should be that way, or, you know, but it's not always that way. Okay, now let's be realistic. Okay, the confirmation. Just because we share, you know, blood with one another, okay, doesn't mean you're just still two separate people. Okay, or however many people you're separate from them, the people. Okay, you know, they told me this was my cousin, I got to love them. They told me this was my whoever, I got to love them. Okay, but they don't. Okay, at least here in this situation, no love lost, Sagittarius. Okay, I'm hearing moving on. I keep moving on. If you're moving on away from this, I'm hearing something about in your studies. I don't know if you're doing some kind of study right now. Okay, maybe study of self, study of your situation. Okay, continue on in that vein. All right, let's continue on here. All right. This now it's you know, I feel like there was a, like I kept saying, conjoined or joined at the hip. Okay. That kind of codependent energy I felt like you were put in. Okay. No more Sagittarius. You've been set free from that. Okay. Because I feel as long as you were here in this energy, joined at the hip with folk, I got to love these people. I got to stay here and do what they say. I got to be chained and bound to their motherfucking asses. Although I'm not living my life, can't be who I wants to be, etc., etc. Okay, you were not experiencing anything victorious for yourself. Okay, all right, let's continue. Here we have the Four of Cups upright, Sagittarius. Seven of Swords upright, Sagittarius. And here we have the Prince of Pentacles in reverse, as well as, look at this, Sagittarius, the Death card upright. Okay, now just hold on for whoever you may be, listening and watching. Okay, you may not be confirmation to what I'm about to say. I feel like when I saw that death card, you may not be, you know, familiar with tarot, maybe don't have an understanding of it, or that much knowledge of it. The death card doesn't necessarily mean a physical death, okay, or a physical ending. All right, so that's why I say hold on. Okay, all right, let's continue on here. Okay, you've been gifted with something here. Okay, take it. Like I said, don't worry about it. Take the gift of the separation. Okay, it must needs be done, is what I'm hearing. Okay, it had to be, it had to occur. Okay, I'm here for your safety. I also heard the words safety net. Okay, you know, because it's just anything that you know, your foundation is part of your foundation for your personhood. Okay, so when those things get to, you know, somewhere along the line in our lives, these things, they, you know, are being chipped away, the foundation here. Okay, that's some scary shit. Now what? Now where do I belong? Now who am I? Okay, regardless of this, whether this is a good thing, and I've come to the realization that there ain't no love here. You know, I haven't been victorious with my life, etc., etc. Okay, so it can be, you know, frightening. So like I said, I heard safety net. Okay, you have a safety net. It's so interesting. You know, for those of you who watch my channel regularly, you know that sometimes I post some, you know, gospel songs. And I picked up my daughter today, and from her job, and one song hit me by Reverend Milton Brunson. Used to be my favorite, and Thompson Community Singers. I think I was about like 14 years old. Oh my God, I used to love the lady who raised me. She gave me a little job. She gave me some work to do. You know, well, she was the pastor of my church was a bishop. So she was his secretary. So she would let me come in and work in the summers. I would make my money, and I would go buy cassette tapes back then. Okay, and it was a Christian bookstore like right up the street from there, and I would save up all my money, go buy all the Reverend Milton Brunson and Thompson Community Singers, all they cassette tapes. Okay, And one of the songs that hit me was over and over and over. Dun, 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 dun. He keeps on loving me. Over and over and over. Dun, 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 dun. He keeps on loving me. Take me at my word. Let it overflow. Anyway, I think those are the words. So that's the only song that was on my mind. But then more and more of the songs played. You know, I was playing on YouTube, and then another one kicked in, another one kicked in, another one kicked in. And I was like, wow, it was one I was really jammed to. I had the radio on blast, hanging for window rolled down, and I shared it on my community tab. He cares for you. You know, and I love the way the lady said, so you think that you can't make it through, and you feel like all hope is gone. But I love what she said, how she said, so you think, that's what you think? Really? You know? And that may not have been the singer, that may not have been her, the spirit from her when she was singing it, but that's what I thought. So you think that you can't make it through, you know? And he cares. I know he cares, because we all feel like that at some points in our life. Like, you know, all hope is gone, feeling hopeless. I just can't make it. I mean, everybody has gotten to that point. Sometimes more than once. Probably a hell of a lot more times than once living this life, in this realm, okay? In this space that we live in. That's okay. You're just part of the human experience. Okay. Hell, I would venture to say Yeshua, Jesus, may have felt that way when he was like, goddamn, you know, please take this cup from me, goddamn. You understand? When he went to pray, if it could be, would you please take this motherfucker from me? But no, because this is what I came here to do. Okay. And I began to think of, you know, I got to do Sagittarius this week. I was going to do it last night, but it got really late. And I was like, well, I'll do it tomorrow. And I said, I wonder, does Sagittarius need this word? And I'm kind of feeling that because, again, I heard the word safety net. Let God, the divine, the all that is, all that ever was, never shall be, which is you, within you, your being. That's your safety net. There's not one single human being walking. Now, that can be your safety net in the way the great I am, the all that is, all that ever was, that ever shall be, who decided to experience himself, herself, itself, whatever works for you, in you. Okay, as you. You know. So those moments in times where you feel, don't be looking, you know, so people can help us. You know, they can give us, you need some money for gas and whatnot, or whatever, help me with a bill or whatnot, or I need a shoulder to cry on and whatnot. But when it boils down to it, okay, we have to go within the God that is within. Okay. Right. Ye are gods. Let God be your safety net. Through this time that you are going through, the foundation of your world, your life, your realm has been chipped away. Okay. And you're seeing that, hey, this life, these people, these connections is not what I thought it was. Okay. It's time for what? A new beginning. Transformation is taking place in your life. Go ahead and allow that to happen. Don't worry about it. Okay. All right. Don't allow any more of your time, yourself, your being, your purpose, your path, your pathway, your destiny, so on and so forth. Do not allow it anymore to be manipulated, okay? Taken from, stolen from, okay? Any longer. You're not incapable. You're a fully grown, functional being. Okay. And I say that, don't misunderstand. Okay. I'm not saying that in a condescending way or in a way to criticize or put down. I'm saying, regardless of if you do have some kind of instabilities, the disabilities is what I want to say. You're fully functional. That is God experiencing how God wants to experience God's self in you, even with that, with it all, with that. Okay. And I'm hearing God wants you to understand who He is. I'm feeling like there's somebody who views God as He. That's all right. Okay, over here. Okay. You're not to be tied to someone's apron strings and codependent on them for the rest of your days. And letting them determine who you need to be, when you need to be, where you need to be, why you need to be, how you need to be. And it's stunting your growth, and you're not being victorious. It's time for transformation. Let the transformation begin here. Okay, let's continue on, Sagittarius. Look at this, the Chariot upright. Okay. King of Swords upright. 5 of Wands in reverse. I don't know why I'm hearing the words, okay, hateful and spinster. Maybe you know, Sagittarius. Okay. I'm going to leave that there. But I will say this. Just because, the foundation is being chipped away, some people may call this going through the dark night of the soul. Okay, change is taking place, your transformation is taking place, so on and so forth. You're living in some kind of fear behind it. Now what, safety net and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I am not saying it is not being said here to have any kind of hatred toward anyone, your family, your friends, or whoever these people are. No, you just come to some realizations about yourself. And even if you experience that feeling for whatever reason that you would know, allow yourself to experience it. You're human. You're supposed to. Don't everybody be trying to push it away, push it away, push it away. That's bad. That's bad. I shouldn't feel away. Push it away. No, feel it. Deal with it. I'm not saying do anything to hurt anyone, harm anyone, or harm yourself. In your time, in your space, in your being, deal with what you feel. And get to the core of it so that the transformation, the healing can begin in your life so that you can be on your destined path and no longer tied to and codependent on. Because see, when you begin to feel like that, then you feel like I'm wrong, because we qualify everything. Every feeling's got to be qualified with right or wrong. And if I'm wrong, if I feel this hatred, that means that I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, then this must not be, I must not supposed to be doing this. Let me go crawling back to them and get myself conjoined back at the hip with them, and they control me. And I just miss out completely on who it is that I am and what it is that I'm, my purpose and what it is I'm supposed to do. All right. Let's continue on. Move forward, Sagittarius. Then I say that earlier, keep moving forward, keep going. I mean, I'm here to talk to these people when you can. Okay. When you want, I'm hearing when you trust, or when you trust them, but more so when you trust yourself. Not to allow yourself to be put back in a hole that you've been trying to crawl out of. Okay. That people don't want you to crawl out of. They want to bury you in that hole. Okay. You're a highly, highly intelligent person. You're a very intelligent person. Okay. Extremely intelligent. And I feel like it's been at this, up to this point, it's been kind of going to waste. Okay. You this King of Swords upright. Okay. This is your being. This is who you are. This is what you are. And when you allow yourself to believe it, to know it, to see it, to trust it, to be it, to be what? To be you. Not looking in a book to try to tell you how I'm supposed to be, what my personality's supposed to be, what I'm supposed to wear, what I'm supposed to look like, how I'm supposed to talk. No, that's not it. Has nothing to do with any of those things. Raiment, isn't that what it's called? That you put on your body. No, it's you. Period. How to be, just be. Okay. Love and trust your being. and be that and walk in that. No longer allow your light to be hidden, not shown. Okay, it needs to be shine bright for the world to see. I'm hearing the word speculate. Now, you might be someone, I feel like people may speculate about you. They probably don't realize how brilliant you actually are. This is for, I believe this is resonating with a man. However, if it's a woman out there that's this resonating with, great. Okay. You're brilliant. I'm hearing the word strategy. Okay. You're brilliant. Okay. You're magnificent. Okay. Your brilliance is what they say, bar none. Okay. No longer let your light be. See this? See, they're people, energies. And you don't want to look, you love these people, but they got their own things, their own stuff, their own baggage. I don't know. That may have allow them or force them or whatever to put you in this situation, projection. Maybe they're part of some groups and whatnot, okay, and you some have something or other that somebody knew about when you was born, and they did your chart and all that kind of stuff, and they paid folks to keep this person down. Okay. See that light back there that they're hiding, that's being, and that you allowing them to, that's being hidden. But see, you in the manipulation, the theft, okay, of you. Okay. You've heard this message before. I'm here, but you need to hear it again. Okay, because now is the time. Okay, for you to understand, okay, or as some say, understand. Okay. Walk in it, know it. Brilliant, brilliant. Okay. Do not allow these forces. So if you don't want to look at the people that were there, then there may be forces, okay, within them that are doing this to you. Okay, like I said, for a number of reasons, maybe they got paid to do it. Okay, maybe they just got their own fucking issues. We can't let him outshine us. Okay, that type of shit. Okay. Keeps him down. Make him think he can't do nothing, be nobody without us. Okay. Break free. Move on. Move forward. Keep moving forward. Okay. So I feel like you have broken free, but keep moving forward, because you're going to go back and forth, up and down, in and out. All right, I'm feeling good. I'm on my path. I'm doing that shit. And then one day you're going to feel like, oh, no, maybe I ain't right. Maybe this wasn't right. Maybe I shouldn't have did this. Maybe I got to go back. No, you that's a part of the process. Okay. Like, sometimes when we're going through healing, physical healing, or scab or something, the scab, what they do, we cut ourselves, here come the scab. Sometimes what do we do before we allow it to heal fully? We pull it off. All right, motherfucker, you done pulled me off. I didn't get to finish healing. Guess what? Another scab is going to form until that motherfucker fully heals. Okay, sometimes in the healing process, we in and out. Okay, I'm feeling great today, doc. Next day, I feel like shit. I feel worse than I did when I came in here. You're still healing. That's part of the process. Okay. But what the doc gonna tell you? Just keep on going. Keep eating right, eating your vegetables. Exercise. Take the fucking pills. Keep moving forward. Till one day you look up and like, wow, doc, says to you, how you feeling? I'm feeling amazing. For how long you been feeling? Oh, it's been a few years now. I don't even remember like when it happened. I just know that all of a sudden I realized I feel amazing. Because you kept going, you kept doing the work. All right, it's the same shit. Okay. You are not to be taken down. Your you is too big. It is too large. It is too massive. It is too meaningful. You are too fucking brilliant for it to be hidden in a hood, begging somebody for some fucking help for rent. The World card in reverse. Okay. Five of Swords in reverse. And here we have the Empress upright. Now, I'm going to continue on this, but I'm going to say this real quick. Side note. Now, I have motherfuckers who just really just do not want me to do this work. They don't. So they send little energies at me when I go to do this work. Please. I hear so many tarot readers say, what do they say? They want to try to be God in your life. And not name one of you, the great Almighty. Now, God does experience his God's self through us. Ye are gods, but you ain't God. So you can take your shit and keep it and try to figure yourselves out. And by the way, come to me for a reading. Let's continue on, Sagittarius. Okay, that was a side note, Sagittarius. You are not to be taken down, Sagittarius. Like I said, you are too brilliant. You are too massive. The world needs to see you, honey, and know you. Okay. Whatever that world is. Okay. The world, or maybe your community, I don't know. Okay. But the world needs to see your brilliance. Okay. And I feel, Sagittarius, do not fear, once again, safety net. Once you, as you are moving and progressing in this way, and you are becoming and shedding all the burdens and the darkness and the manipulations and the lies and the codependency and apron strings and umbilical cords and all of that type of shit and all the dark shit that's been thrown on you. Okay, so you think that is you. Ain't nobody do this, man. But sometimes we do things to ourselves. But at the same time, sometimes things are set up on us. And we find ourselves faltering every fucking step of the way. Goddamn, since I was 10. Just can't get right. That's what mama say. Yeah, I know. Because that's the jar they put you in when he was 10. They got that call. How much you say? How much is gonna pay me? All right, I don't like this motherfucker no way. I do it. But once you do, it will not end. It's like you will have graduated. And even when you go to school, you get them goddamn degrees, you graduate, that is just the beginning. All you did was sit in class, take them goddamn notes, study for them tests, memorize the answers, write them down on tests. Sometimes you have practicums and internships and all of that type of thing, but they gonna pass you on through them things unless you're just a goddamn fool and never show up. And even still, sometimes the people outside, they don't want to be bothered with your motherfucking ass. Here you go, your little paper. That's just the beginning. Now you put in the work. And as you put in the work, what happens? You grow, you learn. Now that's when the learning fucking begins. As you are actually doing the work of what it is that you have been called to do, that you have been destined for. Okay. You're not to be taken down. Okay. There's nothing here for you to fight for any longer. You be trying and you be trying and you be trying, and the shit don't change year after fucking year after fucking year. And people will gaslight you and tell you in so many words, it's gonna be different. I love you. We love you. Let's do this for them. Make them feel good. Take them out to dinner. We love you. We would never do these types of things to you. Oh, okay, things and you thinking in your mind, things gonna be different now. They really mean it. And a week later, it's the same old shit. Ain't shit changed. You have someone coming to your life. Okay, it's beauty. You see how beautiful she is. Look at it. Okay. You have someone now. Right now, I feel like you ain't got a fucking dime. With the Ace of Pentacles in fucking reverse, but that's okay. Okay, that's part of the codependency thing. Well, that's one way in which these types of energies get you. Want to make sure that you don't have no money, so that you do stay stuck up under their apron strings and codependent on their motherfucking ass. Okay, that's one way. Find a way. You know, sometimes we be sitting there wanting money, just dropping on, and you know, I don't care what nobody says. Sometimes money do drop in the motherfucker's lap. There's plenty of people, I don't know how the fuck, I got a call, I got a goddamn check. Because this particular company, this was so long ago, I forgot about this shit years ago. That happened to a friend of mine. Okay. And she looked up, the woman had thousands of dollars. She packed up her shit and she moved the fuck up out of here. I don't blame her fucking ass. Okay. Money that she did not know she had. Okay. But other than that, if that does not happen, don't go back here. Do not allow this to tie you down. You find a way. And you're so fucking brilliant. God only knows what you're truly destined for. That will probably bring you riches, wealth. I'm hearing fame, notoriety. Okay, you're brilliant. Okay, again, guard yourself here, honey. Guard yourself. Okay, and you, like I said, you're gonna feel like, oh, I should just go on back there. Okay, don't. I'm going to pull a card for you from the Inner Garden Oracle. And inevitably, you know, these people, these energies will happen to watch this or something like this and say, and come to you, don't listen to that. She don't know what she's talking about. She crazy. You know, that type of thing. Keep you stuck. Yeah, you're right. Okay. What is it? God damn. Self-fucking worth. Sagittarius. Okay. Self-worth. The stone is a garnet. What does it say? Read that. What does it say? Show everyone what you can do. Didn't I say? Okay. For the world to see. You are meant for the entirety of the world to see. I certainly hope that resonated with some Sagittarius. I ask that you all like, share, and subscribe. To those who have subscribed to my channel, thank you. If you have not but you watch my videos, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, thumbs up, comment. Come over, see what's happening here at Let's Get Into It. Once again, check my community tab for the link to my memberships. Go ahead, hit that link, watch the video, learn about the tiers. As well, you will find the link to my oracle decks that I created. They're on MakePlayingCards.com, the Fitness Oracle Speaks, as well as the Financial Prosperity Oracle Speaks. Sagittarius, you all have favor. Peace.